Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to JH Music World. Now, if there's one thing that everyone in the world can unanimously admit, one thing of everything in the world, you wanna know what it is? This album is complete shit. Anyway, let's talk about it. Honestly, it was so bad. I knew that I wouldn't like this album. I knew it would probably be my least favorite Panic! At the Disco album. But this was a lot worse than what I expected to say the least. But honestly, there are a few reasons I was expecting that. One reason is because on the song "Say Amen," which I could say was probably one of the best songs on this album, there was that really annoying electronic vocal shit in the back, and it just sounded awful. And it was there for a lot of the songs. And I feel like they tried to do the same thing Fall Out Boy did with their last album. I saw my review of that. If you didn't, check it out. Shameless plug. Anyway, it was just so bad. I'm not even lying. There were only a few songs I can say were decent-ish. A few of them were Say Amen was I'll say that one was good. I'll give it that. It was good. And Silver Lining, that was okay. I mean, on my review of Silver Lining and To Say Amen, I said I liked Silver Lining more, but I think I'm going towards Say Amen now. And One of the Drunks started off pretty good. I liked the verses and everything, but then the chorus just felt really weak. And they're in the most generic song on this album. Oh my god, freaking Dancing's Not a Crime. Oh my. It felt like every single song I've ever heard before. That song was awful. The lyrics were bad, the instrumental was bad. I can say that the main problem with this album was the really watered down lyrics. I know, my boy Brendan's been doing this for a while. He's on his 6th album now. And it's pretty bad. I feel like this album was Brendan Urie just scraping for relevance again. Just come on, just give me a hit. Come on, what do I have to do? Look, I'll make every single song like every song you've heard before. I know Panic! At the Disco like to change up their sound, which yeah, that's true. But this was just bad. There have been times in the past where it has sound incredible. God damn it. Pretty Odd. That was one of my favorite albums by them, and it was much different from their first. So if you want to change it up, try making it good. But in all honesty, I can say this was probably their worst album, which is good because the band like Panic! At the Disco have been around for, I think it's been 12 years now, I think it's about 12 years they've been around. If they can if they can go this long and only have one bad album, I'll give them props. Congrats. But this, there is not these songs are just bad. High Hopes was okay, and King of the Clouds, I didn't really like that. My main problem with this was so many friggin' singles. It didn't have as much as their last album, Death of a Bachelor, which I guess is an improvement. But then again, half the freaking album was released before it actually came out. In my opinion, you don't need to have 4 singles before the album's out. That's just retarded. They even made released King of the Clouds. I think it was a week before the album came out. I think a week, somewhere around that range. I don't know. Hold on a second, I'm thirsty. Okay, I'm back. So my main problems with this album were, one, it felt incredibly generic. It's basically all the radio trash you're hearing. It's stuff that's been said in other songs before, and where it's even been talked about better, some of the subject matter is just why. And other stuff, it's the instrumentals were average at best. And Brendan Urie's vocals, I guess, they were good. I'll give him the album that. My boy Brendan's vocals were pretty good throughout the whole thing. That's a weird part in Dying in LA when the chorus hits and he's in the middle of the chorus or whatever, where he does that like dying. That just felt incredibly unneeded. That was a good enough song, in all honesty. But there aren't many redeemable things about this album in general. It's just trash. Kind of sucks to say that because Panic at the Disco are one of my favorite bands. I have almost all their albums over there on my shelf. Probably not gonna have this one over here, unless I'm that big of a retard. Anyway, this album, it was just bad. There are a few good songs, but most of it's just, they could have did so much better, in my opinion. Honestly, I felt like maybe it came out too soon after the death of a Bachelor. Who knows? Again, most of the album was released in 2015. But maybe they should have took a little more time, thought about the stuff. Maybe Dallin Weekes shouldn't have left. The usual. God, how many band members has Brendan lost at this point? Oh, honestly, this just feels like whatever crap Brendan can pump out to stay relevant, just like I said earlier. And it's very unneeded. They could have took like an extra year to finish this, and in my opinion, it would have been much better. Because it just felt too rushed, honestly. I'm gonna end this here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and send Bob's and Vagana. Bye-bye. Dang it, I started streaming. I get to. Bye.
Kids with guns, kids with